happening? What's happening? What's happening? Ah, what's up, Red? What's happening, man? What's happening, man? What's happening? I ain't got my tech up, though. Y'all know what the lick read, man. We are on the weekly recap, man. We are on the weekly recap. I was trying to sneak and eat my dinner real quick. Me and Chris had went to the store, man, he wanted to get something from GameStop. I was like, man, let me grab me something to eat real quick, and so I can jump on live. Man, the rest is history. Let me get myself together. I'm just opening up my Ninja Trader right now. Opening up, getting everything together. While I'm getting myself together, man, for everybody who tuning in on the replay that don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I just try to jump on the internet. I try to jump on Al Gore's internet every day at 6:30 p.m., 9 o'clock a.m., 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and just talk about the price action. Talk about what I see the price action doing, where I think the market gonna go. Talk about trades that I take. Talk about trades I'm thinking about taking. Good, bad, or indifferent, man. I just share my thoughts and I do it all for the free 99. I would never charge anybody for this. If anybody wants to support me, I made a merch shop. The only reason why I made a merch shop is because people wanted me to do a Discord. They wanted me to do that. And I ain't gonna charge nobody for the information. But if you feel like supporting me, go to thenewtlr.com and buy some merch. See that merch site right there? Let me get that merch site right over there. I made that merch site just for people who want to support me. And do me a favor, hit the like button, share it with somebody. Don't share it yet. y'all don't share it on the live. Don't share it on the live, because I only do the live with the small select group. You know what I'm saying? Don't share it with the live. So the marketing stuff out the way, man. That's the last French fry I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna have to warm my dinner up. Let's get into a spot again. We're gonna try to wrap it up quick, because the homie Mark from Trading with a Dummy, he got a live video he doing at 7 tonight. So I want to support my dude. So I'm gonna try to get out of here before 7. How was y'all week? Put it in the chat, man. How was y'all week? How was your week? How was your week? I ain't gonna start running my mouth about price action until y'all share how y'all week went. Good, bad, and whatever. You feel me? Put it. I see Red. Red say right off the wham. Took 3,900 call from 95 cents to $9. Clap it up for the homie Red. Clap it up for the homie Red. Clap it up. Even y'all on the replay, clap it up for the homie Red. Put a clap in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the like button. Put claps in the chat, even on the replay. My week. How did my week go? I'll be leaning up, so I'm gonna adjust my focus, because I'm leaning forward. I'm gonna lean forward, so I'm gonna adjust my focus. My week started out on vacation. I started out on vacation. Let me apologize to y'all again. If y'all was privy to the whole debacle that went down this weekend with, you know what I'm saying, me turning up. I went from little Timmy to turn up Timmy, and 0 to 60 in like 0.3 seconds. I apologize again. As far as trading wise, I took one MES trade that I got stopped out on yesterday, and after I got stopped, I only allow myself certain setups. It's got to be a certain setup. It's got to set up a certain way for me to take it, and I only allow myself, one trade per day. Win, lose, or break even. One trade per day on the MES. And then after I got stopped out on the MES trade, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't break any rules. It just I got caught up in the chop suey. Yesterday. It was a good trade. I went over it yesterday on the price action. It was a good entry. I just got caught up in the chop suey. I did come back later, and I bought some 380 calls for July 1st, and two of my accounts. I bought some 380 calls once it's set up on once the SPY showed me the setup that I wanted. I bought some 380 calls for July 1st, And then today, it was early morning too. It was early morning. They hit 100% and I was gone. I could have what made me limit myself? Discipline. Discipline. That's what's making me limit myself to only one trade per day. Is to make myself stay disciplined and keep myself from being like extra greedy. Am I bumping my watch here? What is it doing? Um, Fighting that old green-eyed monster greed, and just trying to stay disciplined. That's what it is. What's up, man? What's up to my brother in the building, Mr. If y'all want to know, if y'all ever want to listen to some music by a famous gospel rapper, his name Jared Early. Go on YouTube, Apple Music, whatever. That's my brother right there from another mother, man. Y'all check him out. Jared Early in the building. I feel good knowing famous people, man. Hey, what's up, Dylan? You ain't never late, man. You always on time. Hey, but yeah, discipline. That's what it's all about. All about discipline. So, for those that don't know, I've started trading futures more frequently now. Not meaning I'm gonna try to take a trade every day, but I'm gonna look for a trade every day. And if it get, I got a certain criteria. I got to see it set up. It's got to set up on the 15-minute time frame. And when I say set up, I mean it's got to show me the signs that it wanna go a direction. You know what I'm saying? It's either got to run liquidity on the 15-minute. It's either got to give me a nice breaking structure and a retrace back to that breaking structure. It's got to show me something setting up on the 15-minute. Once it sets up on the 15-minute and I got all my liquidity levels and fair value gaps mapped out, then I'll drop to a lower time frame and I start looking for my entry on the lower time frame, but I need for it to start setting up on the 15-minute. That's one of my rules, right? I got a smaller stop loss. I got a smaller stop loss because I set the count to $2,000 and I'm only risking 2% of the overall account on any one trade. So I'm only taking one trade a day, so I'm risking 2%. You know what I'm saying? I'm only taking one trade a day, so I'm risking 2% every trade. That's one of my rules. I'm only risking 2%, and since the account is smaller, it's a smaller stop loss, so I got to have my entry. You know what I'm saying? My entry got to be right. My entry got to be right. It ain't like a teeny stop loss. If I ain't mistaken, for the MES, I want to say it's either 7 or 8 points. It's either 7 or 8 points on the MES because the account, I set the account to $2,000 and 2% of that is like $40. So that's 8 points. So it's an 8-point stop loss. And then I'm only taking one trade a day just to keep myself from overtrade, staying disciplined and keep myself from overtrading. So that I just want to share that with y'all for anybody who didn't know that's what I was doing. But I'm still primarily a option swing trader. But I said I'm gonna start trading futures more because for those that don't know, I use the ES to plan my entries on the spot. So since I'm using the ES and looking at the ES, watching the moves on the ES, I said I might as well just trade the ES. And I'm starting with the MES because the account, I set the account to $2,000 and the initial margin for a MES contract on NinjaTrader is $1,300, right? So I got enough money in there to cover the initial margin for MES contract. And if I was to lose, I think it's like 10 times. I can lose 10 times and I can lose 10 in a row and still have enough money in there to cover the initial margin. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm only risking 2% of the account. But so that's the long-winded version of that right there. I just want to share that with y'all. Let me see. Here to learn and share, still not trade. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Learn. When do you have a date to jump off the porch? You say you still not trading, but have you set a date to jump off the porch? You know what I'm saying? Because what sometimes we do, we get caught up in um what was I'm gonna make up a word, education paralysis. We get caught up in education paralysis where we just learn, then we never execute. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't got to share it here, but if you don't have a date set to jump off the porch yet, set a date to jump off the porch. You know what I'm saying? Live. You know what I'm saying? Set it, you know what I'm saying? Do your back testing, do your forward testing, you know what I'm saying? Your paper trading, do all that. You paper trade, you can paper trade through forward testing. You know what I'm saying? You can back test by going back in history, but set a date to jump off the porch. You know what I'm saying? He know Dietrich Hatton in. Yeah. He know T had it. He know Dietrich cousin T had it out of Atlanta. We did a couple shows with T Hattie. T Hattie used to be down with Gideon's Army. Don't know Dietrich, but we know T. What's T Hattie first name? I don't know T. I just know T Hattie. But yeah, paper trade. Yep. All right. Let's get into the Red say, don't be like me and jump off the porch and got smacked in the mouth 900 times. Yeah, that's all good. You know what I'm saying? Just set a date for yourself and hold yourself accountable to sticking to it. It's just part of the discipline process. I did the same thing with myself. I set a date when I was gonna go live, and this right here, like, decide what you want to go live at. Do you want to go live on futures? Do you want to go live on options? Do you want to go live on swinging shares? Do you want to go live on investing? Whatever you want, or do you want to go live on a mixture? Whatever you want to go live on, set your date and then start really, really small. Like on anything, on options, futures, shares, anything, set it, be like, okay, when I first start, I'm only trying to get 15% consistently. I'm going, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put the trade on, right? And for the trade, I'm gonna risk 5% for the trade, not your account. Like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Don't, you know what I'm saying? Like just say you say, okay, I'm gonna risk, I wanna risk, I got $1,000, right? And I'm only gonna risk 1%. Right? I'm only gonna risk 1%. Like, let's see what it is. Let's get the calculator and do this together. Let's do this together. Right? Let's say I'm trying to move it on that screen. 1, 2, 3 times 0.01. Right? $10. Right? So you say I'm a risk. I got an account that's $1,000, and I'm gonna risk 1% on the maximum risk is 1% on any trade, right? Boom, $10. So let's say you put a trade on, right? You put a trade on, you buy, you know what I'm saying? You doing MES, you doing the MES, right? Let's say you're doing MES, right? $10 divided by 1.25, right? That means that's 12 ticks. That's 4 points, right? No, that's 3 points divided by 4. That's 3 points on any trade. You know what I'm saying? That's 3 points on any trade, right? So you're risking 3 points, right? You risking 3 points and say, okay, I want to be consistently profitable by hitting 15% a week. You know what I'm saying? 15% a week. So you're risking 2%, 2% of your what's that? 1, 2, 3 times 0.15. Up. That's $150. 1, 2, 3 times 0.15. Right? That's $150, right? You want to get 15% a week. That's a big, that's lofty. Let's say 5%. 1, 2, 3 times 0.05. $50. There you go. $50 a week. That's a little bit better. 15% is lofty. So I want to get 5% a week. Your account $1,000. right? So if you hit a trade, if you hit a 5-to-1 trade, you're risking $10, right? Let's say you hit a 5-to-1 trade on Monday. Boom, you got your $50. You don't trade no more that week. You see what I'm saying? Let's say you hit a 3-to-1 trade. You got you got $30. You know what I'm saying? Because you're risking $10. You get a 3-to-1 trade, a 3-to-1 move. That mean you risking what it was 3 points, right? And you get 9 points. That's a 3-to-1 trade. You see what I'm saying? 3 times 3, 9. You get a 5-to-1 trade, right? 3 times 5, 15. You can hit 15 points on the MES if you get the right entry, so you can clear your 5% week in one day. Or you can play it super safe and just say, I'm just gonna do a nice simple risk reward. I'm risking 3 to make 6. So you're doing a 2-to-1. 3 times 2, right? 3 times 2. That's 6 points. You see what I'm saying? You have 6 points, and then 6. So that's 20 times 1.25 on it. That's $25. You do 2 of those. You hit 6 points one day, 6 points another day. You got your weekly goal on the MES. Start out real small and get consistent at that. And then, you know what I'm saying, start extending how many points you want to get. If you start seeing, hey, I'm consistently hitting 6, but my setup is giving me 12 points every time. I'm hitting 4-to-1s. Then after you get consistent with the 2-to-1 setup, then you can say, okay, I'm going for the 4-to-1. I'm going for 12 points. When you get consistent with the 12 points, then you be like, okay, I'm consistently hitting 20 points. Then when you get consistently hitting 20 points, then that's when you start adding contracts. Okay, I'm consistently hitting 20 points. So now, boom, I can add 2 contracts now, because you making money, and the size of your risk is going up. You see what I'm saying? You can go up. But I done got caught up in all of that right there. That ain't why y'all came here. Y'all came here to talk about the I shared how my week was. That's how my week was. Let's look at Spylene. Spylene, where you at? As y'all see, Lil Timmy Rogers was early to the party again. Right here, where we at? Where did we close? Where did we close at this Friday? The exact place I wanted to close at last Friday. What was last Friday? The 17th? Let's look at the calendar. Where the calendar at? The 17th. So last week on the 17th, when we closed down here at 3365.86, I remember I said I wanted to fill that weekly gap last week. Remember when I lost the bet with Zay? Right here at this weekly gap. Where did we close at today? Can somebody please type in the chat where we closed at today, a week later, after I lost the bet? After I lost the bet, where did we close at today? Oh, let me see. At 390. Right there at the close, the low of this fair value gap was 389.75. 390. Y'all know what I say, close enough for government work. 390. Where did we close at today? 390.08. Right where we were supposed to close last week, so I wouldn't lose that bet, and me and my wife could have some Olive Garden instead of Zay and his family having t-shirts. So yeah, man, Spylene, as y'all see, let's go up to like the weekly, man. We're gonna go up to the monthly, since, you know what I'm saying, since we're getting close to the end of the month. Let's look at the monthly. As y'all know, I really want to get into this fair value gap right here, right? I want to get into, like, fulfill this, service this fair value gap and push back up. That would have gave me a real nice warm and fuzzy, you know what I'm saying, if we could have got back, just either touch the inside of this potential monthly order block, because we got 2 down closed months right here, and this area right here is acting as a potential order block. You see what I'm saying? And I would have liked it if we could have came back and just got into it a little bit, even if we didn't get into the second candle, at least close the fair value gap and get into the first wick over here. But we didn't do that. We started wicking up off it. And the way everything going as far as like the inflation, the recession, and all of that right now, it's we if let's just say they come out and announce next month, hey, we in a recession, right? Shout out my financial advisor, Dustin Tibbetts. He did a class for us on this like probably about a year or so ago. He was showing the statistics of all previous recessions. When they announced the recession, I think every time except for maybe two, I'm just gonna say, you know what I'm saying, the majority of the times when they announced the recession, for the stock market itself, the downtrend is typically around 80% over. So it's not a whole lot more down to be done when they announce the recession. Almost every time, the majority of the time. It's only been a couple times where it kept sliding pretty bad after they announced it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just say all the other times except for two. I can't remember the exact number, but we be like 80% there, right? So, and looking at how we trading, this just my personal opinion. This ain't nothing off of anything. Just shout out to homie Zay. You know what I'm saying? Making me sit down and like really look at some historical stuff and look at some historical data. And me and him, you know what I'm saying? We sat down on the phone for a long time one day and just bumped heads talking about this. And you know what I'm saying? His target was like 320. My target was like 330. And the reason why my target was 330 because that's going to put us at the bottom side of this potential order block right here. This order block would hold, you know what I'm saying, at 330, but that'll shave off all of the fat that we did from, because this is 2020. This is February 2020. This was the high of 2020 right before the COVID crash. You know what I'm saying? So we would trim off all of this fat that we put on. Right now, we done trimmed off. We probably trimmed off over 50% of it. Cause let's go from the high up to this high. So what is that? 41.5%, right? We went up 41.5%, right? And now from this high down to the low, see, we done shaved off 50%, because that's 25% from the high to the low. We done shaved off over half of the fat that we put on from the run up from the 2020 highs up until the 2022 highs. We done trimmed off 50% of that fat. You see what I'm saying? And y'all know what I like to say about when you get to 50%, that's when the Bulls and the Bears be like, you go first. Nah, you go first. You go first. Nah, you go first. So when we got down here in bear territory, that was right around equilibrium for that run. You see what I'm saying? That was right around equilibrium from the high, that is. Let's see what equilibrium is from the bottom of the run. Let's see what equilibrium is from the bottom of the run. So from the bottom of the run, equilibrium would be 349, pretty much 350. Equilibrium from the bottom of the run to the high would be 350 on the SPY. Close enough for government work. 350 for equilibrium. 330 was my target, and 320 was the homie Zay target. That's all the same area, because if you see right here, equilibrium is at the top of this potential order block. 330 is at the bottom of this candle right here, the November candle, and then 320 is right at the low of the order block right there. So we everything, the equilibrium, my target and Zay target is all looking at this same area right here, this 2-month area right there. We looking at the same thing based off of just looking at historical stuff like previous recessions, previous pullbacks, previous when the market get so many stocks under the 50-day, when the, you know what I'm saying, all kind of technical stuff, just all kind of stuff. The homie had me like really all kind of articles, reading different articles and stuff, and then it's like it just made me feel good when you know what I'm saying, people be looking at the same thing I'm looking at, especially when I respect their opinion. On the weekly standpoint, You know what I'm saying? We got a real bullish week. We got a super bullish week. Let's just see if we gonna hold up with the normal tendency of when we make a swing low or swing high. Usually when we make a swing low or swing high, swing low, like that's like a shift in momentum, right? Cause look over here. When we made this swing low, boop, you know what I'm saying? We swung, we here, and then we came down. You see what I'm saying? These weekly candles, we swung, went up, then we start coming back down, right? We go coming over here, we swung, slid down, came over here, we swung, went up, then start coming back down. Now we just made a swing low. We just made a swing low right there. Let's see if we just get that get that push next week. You know what I'm saying? To get back, maybe get back up to this 407 right up here. Get back up. Let's see what we did this week. This week, I want to see the run. I don't want to see what it said we got. So we got a 5. This week was a 5.38%, right? Let's say we could push another 5. What that is, 410. Let's say we pull back some. Let's say we pull back to meet this high right here, right? Let's go back to this high right here and then give us that 5%. What's that? 405. Close enough for government work right there. Boom. Yep. That's all we need to do right there. Just give us a little a little push up there. Let's hope that that's what I want to see for Spalene on the weekly. Daily wise, let's look and see where we at daily wise. We done took care of this fair value gap. We got a nice breaking structure right here. Let's come on up here where I was talking about. Really, I want to get up here, but on the daily, I'll take it up to this 401, get this fair value gap, and then come back down and revisit this breaking structure right here and tap that gap up right there. That'll be good. That'll be good juju for me. That'll be good juju for me because that's close enough for government work. Hopefully they don't want to come back and get that. But if this, let's just say the market done falling, the market done with the dropping, right? A nice bullish move would be come up here next week, come up here, at least fulfilling this fair value gap at 401, 402, somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? It'll be lovely to get up there to the 405, like I said, right at the bottom of this consolidation right here. Boop, hit the bottom of that consolidation, come back and revisit this breaking structure at 383, get down into this gap up at let's just say 380, 378, 380. Get down there and then make a higher low and push back up. That'll be a good bullish sign. You see what I'm saying? But if the market ain't done sliding down, right? If it's not done sliding down, right? Then I'm put it like this. I won't believe the market ain't done sliding down until we break these equal highs right here. If we get up here and start sliding back down, I'm gonna be looking for it to go lower. Like I said, it could prove me wrong, come back over here and make a higher low. I take that. I don't care because I'm going to trade what I see. But what's going to make me believe it in my mind is if we break through these highs and close these equal highs here, if we break through these and close above these equal highs, then I'm going to be for sure like, okay, the market ready to push, the market ready to go. If we close anywhere below this consolidation right here without closing above these highs and start coming back down, I'm going to be thinking it's ready to go back down. I ain't going to be shorting it. I ain't gonna be trying to short the market because again, we done came down 27%. I ain't gonna be trying to short it as far as options. I will short it on the futures. Don't misconstrue that. I ain't gonna be trying to swing no puts. You see what I'm saying? But that's breaking, closing above these equal highs up here at this, you know what I'm saying? This let's just say closing anywhere 418 or higher is gonna, you know what I'm saying, give me a daily closure anywhere 418 or higher. It's gonna give me the sentiment that okay, the bull's ready to try to push it back up north, right? Anything from now until whenever closing below this 418 and coming back down, I'm gonna be expecting it to slide down. Just give me a nice surprise that we gonna make a lower high and push on back up. But Since we done fell all down here and got all this liquidity, right? If we gonna push back up, cause see, we got the breaking structure right here. We got the breaking structure here. That's why if we close anywhere down here and start pushing back down, I'm gonna be thinking it want to slide more because we got the daily breaking structure right here to the downside. See what I'm saying? But if we come up here and we break the structure up here above this one here, see what I'm saying? Because this right here, this little breaking structure there, that's nothing to me. Because we just revisiting the down break. Because when you break structure, it can be just a liquidity run to go back the other way, or it can be a setup to keep going short or long, vice versa. That's why I say I need to see it break structure coming back up, you know what I'm saying, to convince me that it's ready to go back up. Because right now, I'm just looking at this as, oh, it's just revisiting the breaking structure and ready to slide back down. But if we get a closure up above this 418 or higher, then I'm like, okay, yeah, we ready to go back up for a little bit. We ready to go up and then come back down and make a lower, a higher low. All right, let's peek at, it ain't really nothing to see here. It ain't really, everybody know what went on. We consolidated all night long, and then at the New York Open, all gas. I don't know if y'all was on the live or remember seeing, watch the replay, but when we came on, I had some stuff marked out. I done took it off the chart now, but I was like, I want to just see us go. I want to have this momentum. I don't want to see us sliding down, coming back. I want to just go. I said, I'll take it coming below this right here, and I'll take it coming down to a certain area down there, but I ain't want to see it get no lower, like coming trying to get liquidity all down here, right? But what did it do? That thing went all gas. It went all gas at the New York Open. It ain't even give me no entry the way I need these 15-minute counters. As you see, it didn't give me no setup. We blast off. You know what I'm saying? We had a slight comeback there. I need to see it come back at least 50%. You know what I'm saying? Give me a discount. You see what I'm saying? We blast off again. We had a slight comeback here. For my trading style, I didn't get what I wanted. Now, it was plenty stuff probably to take in here. Let's go down to 5 minutes or so. Let's look at the candles to see if it gave you something. We blast off here on the lower time frame. It might have been something there. Let's put a box around there to see if something on the lower time frame worked that up in here. Blast off. It was another revisit here, right there. It came back to this fair value gap there. That would have been a pretty big stop loss because your stop would have been up under there. I'll drop down to a lower time frame to see if it's something played out in that area too real quick. And then it's 703. I need to jump off, call the homie Mark on. It's 703. I need to go check out the homie Mark. Let's look at this real quick. Drop down. I'm gonna drop all the way down to a 1 minute just because I want to go ahead and push through this right here. Looking at this, boom, yeah, that's a good entry right there. You had on the 1 minute chart, boom, perfect entry right there. At the 9th, when the market opened up, shot up, came back down. If you trade that early, came back down to a 1 minute fair value gap, perfect execution, took off. If you trade within that 15 minutes, right, the market opened up, took off with heavy distribution to the top side, came back down, revisited the fair value gap right there, boom, took off again. Up in this area right here, took off, had a perfect entry right there on the 1 minute, came back, tested that area again, consolidated, and then inched on up for the rest of the day. So both them areas that I just looked at, if you trade on the lower time frames, that was two beautiful entries that I saw right there off of my trading style on the lower time frame. But it just didn't set up for my rules of engagement for this account right here. Let me see what y'all talk about in the chat, and then I'm gonna try to get over there and support the homie Mark. As always, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If anybody want to pull up, share something. If anybody want to pull up, ask a question. If anybody want to pull up and just say something, the link in the chat right now. What y'all talk about in the chat? Let me see the chat. Saw that. Uh, okay, then that's what's up. Say about to go live on futures. That's what's happening. Y'all clap it up for Red and Devin. Y'all clap it up. Y'all about oh man, you for real? Are you making a joke or you for real? You making a joke, you doing that for real. All right, man. I don't see nothing in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Again, my name Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. Shout out to the Spider Gang. Boom, Spider Gang, Spider Gang, Spider Gang. Y'all pull up to the merch shop and shop with your boy if you want to support me. For everybody on the replay, for everybody that's on the live, I'll see y'all Monday. Is it Monday? Yeah, I'll see y'all Monday morning at 9 o'clock. We're going to discuss the overnight price section. Hope everybody had a good week. Hope everybody had a profitable week. If you didn't have a profitable week, I hope you learned the way, learned something, learned the lesson in the loss. That's what I'm trying to say. I hope you learned the lesson in the loss. I'm about to slide over here to YouTube, support the homie Mark. Y'all pull up and support the homie Mark too. If y'all trading with a dummy is his YouTube. Go over there and support the homie Mark. Until Monday, I appreciate y'all. Gone.